try to save this company. Let's try to get this resolved. And in most cases, what happens in this case, once you have a situation, you go to a mediation. If there's an agreement, the agreements usually include drafting an operating agreement, so that way this does not happen again. Other options you have is that you can create provisions for to have a third party come in and have maybe one share of the company. You have 45, 49, and 49, and somebody having two shares. So that way you have, somebody having two shares, 48, 49, and then in this case, you have one person can be the tiebreaker. Sorry, my math might not be correct, but the point is you have somebody would be able to have the ability to be a tiebreaker, maybe have one or two shares, so that way the person can assist in being the tiebreaker. You have buy-sell provisions as well. One partner can buy the other, and that's including the operating agreement. So there are a number of options that you can have in that could be including the operating agreement in order to avoid the dispute. Number two, if there's a dispute, how to resolve it. And three, if you want to buy or sell, you want to sell your interest, what is the mechanism to sell your interest to the partner, and for how much, or a mechanism to determine the value of those shares. And that is all can be included in the operating agreement. So you have a solid operating agreement. If you don't have one, I highly recommend one. And if you don't have one already, if you want to look at those provisions, I do recommend a step process for resolving disputes. If you cannot resolve the dispute, go to mediation first. That's the first thing you got to do, and it's including the operating agreement before any lawsuit is filed. And if it's in the agreement, most likely it will be followed, because you're going to go to an attorney. The attorney's going to say, can I see the contract, the operating agreement that you signed? And say, okay, you got to go mediation. We'll send the letter to mediation. And that's the first step.